Hi, can I take a seat?
Yeah, sure.
Thank you. Should we start now?
Yeah, go ahead.
Alright, hello everyone. My name is Bima Andika and I'm an international relations student at the University of Indonesia. But now I'm taking an exchange program for a semester at VU Amsterdam. So I'm studying minor development and global challenges. And I'm now currently at VU New Building. So yeah, it's quite a good place to shoot a film. I first heard this IISMA program was when I scrolled to Instagram, which has always been my habit, to say the least. And when I first saw it, I couldn't believe it because it sounds too good to be true. Yeah, indeed, because everything is fully funded, and I was hesitant at first, but then my department gave me a permission to enroll in this program, and thank God, I finally achieved it and elected as one of the awardees. And after that, I need to prepare for lots of things, for example, clothes, and I need to bring lots of chilies as I couldn't get it as easy as it is in Indonesia. And then yeah, throughout the process, the interview one was the toughest, I would say, because I need to speak English in front of the interviewer, and I'm not used to it. But thank God I made it. So when I first arrived in Amsterdam, I need to underwent the quarantine process, which was lasted about 5 days. And yeah, it was 5 days because luckily my PCR test was negative. And then after that, I went out to Amsterdam city, Amsterdam Central, so it is like the downtown of Amsterdam city. And my impression is I was mesmerized by how beautiful the city is. And yeah, and then after that I went to the VU building, and yeah, it's a decent building like the one behind me. Yeah, and talking about cultural differences, although it's obviously that we have cultural differences. In my case, I didn't see any difficulties in doing anything. Yeah, just like an old saying goes, when in the Netherlands, do as the Dutch do. Yeah, but if anything, I'll take this for example. So when I want to go across the street, the vehicles will usually pull their brakes from far away, unlike my hometown where it is vice versa. So yeah, that's it. So when I first came into the Netherlands and attended the class, I was so struggling and surprised because all of my international friends are very active, and it is as if they understand anything while I'm not. And we did lots of reads. We had to read, and read. And in the Netherlands, it's also the most important thing because uh, if we want to pass the exams, we need to read a lot. And if we're not, yeah, so be it. Um, it's a lot of stress, obviously, but luckily I have lots of friends who accompany me wherever and wherever possible. So after the class, I usually go to Amsterdam City and have fun together, and yeah, let go some of unwind from stresses, and that's it. 5 months in the Netherlands really changed me as a person in a good context. This program has helped me to see the world in the different perspectives, and of course in a wider perspectives that surely important for me to perceive the world in the right manner. But the most memorable experience, actually, this is a tough question as there are lots to choose from. But if I had to choose, I'd say my trip to Norway and Switzerland are undoubtedly the two best trips during my time in Europe that I can never forget. I have gained many international friends which bring my way of thinking. This is a fresh new start to build my future as there are many things that I've encountered during these 5 months, like new people, education system, way of life, and thoughts. The most important aspects from my host university and country that I want to address is mainly regarding freedom as expressions, as Amsterdam is a freedom city base. I think it is important to adopt some of its freedom values in our education system so that it will enhance student creativity and flexibility. However, this is not an easy thing to do as Dutch and Indonesian values are different. We need to define what are our values, and then maybe we can take something positive from the Dutch cultures while not forgetting about who we are and what really defines us. And lastly, my commitment is still the same as always since the beginning. I really want to help Indonesia to develop its education system, and if it's possible, anything in general as well. For the development of ISMA itself, I'm willing to share my experiences to the next batch of ISMA awardees in order to make it easier for them to go through the process. I'm officially ISMA biased because ISMA gave me an opportunity to go to Europe, which I can only dream of throughout my life. But now it's not a dream anymore, so thank you ISMA. People to go grow.